Good morning. This is my attempt to make an Xterra stand out of the following Bunnings items: 90-degree elbow, 25mm, 25mm grey elbow, some Deta saddles, 25mm. The Xterra shaft is 7/8 of an inch or 22mm. So I'll have to think of something to pad out the elbow joints. Use something for plumber's tape. So we'll see what happens. And some 3/16 nut and bolts. And super glue, of course. So let's see what happens when I try to make this Xterra stand. Okay, I've clamped the saddle to the pipe. I'm using the as a guide the line between the E and the T as the halfway mark, which happens to be correct. I measured it, and I'm using the same mark on the saddle to tee it up. And what I'm going to do is I want to drill 2 holes, and so that the clamp base, the saddle base, is flush against the bend. So I'm going to drill one side, so I'll push down the other side that doesn't have the clamp marked a dot. See a little black dot there? When I pushed it down it was flush. So I'm going to drill that hole, clamp that, drill that hole, bolt it, and then push down and drill the other hole, and that should be my bracket for the Xterra shaft. Okay, that's one side drilled. Now I'm going to push that down, mark and drill that side, and so this is a 25mm saddle. What I'll need to do then is put some padding in there, and to do that I'm going to take the other saddle, cut it in half, trim off the sides, and super glue it over the bow, and then with that spacing there and that hole, that should be tight enough to sit on the xterra-70 shaft. Okay, I've drilled both sides, got the clamp over, and yeah, there's play, but I expect that. I need to pad out the area under here, and then it should be fine. So that's how it is right now. I've taken the spare clamp that I got, there was 2, and what I've done is I've cut the feet off the clamp just above a mark, just below the line mark that's in there of the clamp, and so that's going to sit over the pipe like that, and it's going to be used to pad out and provide a clamp mark against a clamp position against the Xterra shaft. I filed it the wrong way the first time. The first time I filed it that way instead of down that way, so yeah, don't do what I did. Okay, I've super glued the modified saddle clamp on. I'm now going to take this 90-degree elbow, 20mm, and I'm going to make my feet out of it. So that's the feet for my stand, but instead of, you could have one elbow on either side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, so only a little bottom protrudes out of each side, and so yeah, that's going to be just a bit of extra legging for my stands. As I said, you could put one elbow either side, but I've only decided to use one. Okay, got a chance to start making my stand again. Now, I was originally going to have the feet like that, but I've decided to have them down flat and change of plans. So what I also need to do is go down to Bunnings again, and I got some 25mm plugs. The end of the stand is supposed to fit in there like that, but this plug fits nicely in there. So what I need to do is to take out just say maybe 2 or 3 of those ridges, just to smooth them out, so the little elbow I cut in half will fit in there nicely. Right now it doesn't fit too good, it's not the right size, it wasn't supposed to be. I've just tried to make the plugs into my stand, because what I want is when the stand is made, I don't want that plug there going into soft earth in the ground. So we'll see how we go. Okay, I've glued the ends on. I've used as a guide, there's a slight mould mark on all the plastic parts, so I used all them to help square it up by keeping them on a line. Found some spring washers, stuck them on the bottom. Yeah, you can see the hole on the left is one that I didn't drill centre. Whoops. Anyway, that is my stand. We'll see how it goes. We'll stand it up. It's like that, it's okay. I think it's okay. So now I'll attach it to the xterra, the 7/8 or 22mm shaft, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, finally fitted the stand to the shaft of the xterra. I had to use, as a form of plumber's tape, I used some electrical tape, wrapped around the shaft 3 times, because the bracket wasn't tight enough to clamp onto the shaft. But that's my stand, and hopefully it'll stop my xterra falling over and landing on the earphone jack. So we'll see how it goes. The screws, as I said, I put some spring washers on there. I'm actually going to put a bit of electrical tape over those so they don't fall off when I'm detecting, but part of my pre-equipment check will be to make sure that the stand is tight. Okay, so that's my Bunning stand. We'll see how it goes in the field. Thank you.